So
So
from
yeah, I'm
there,
ahead by one game. Whoopee. Yeah.
we're going to hit the campus tour, and we're changing it up. The picks are inside the campus tour. There's one big thing going for it. So let's begin in Memphis, Tennessee. The 18th ranked Bulldogs traveling to Memphis to take on the Memphis Tigers. This is an interesting battle for the American Conference. Before my co-host says what he wants to say, let me look at the American standings so I can know where we're standing at before we hit the month of November.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a big one,
Mm-hmm.
very big one. The Bulls come in at 6-1. The Tigers are 6-1, and they are both okay. So as of right now, Navy is on top, followed by South Florida, Tulane, and then Memphis because that's who Tulane beat last week. Was Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, sir.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Memphis took it on the chin this past week, right?
Tulane.
Yeah. So yeah, I think they have. I think they're gonna have bounce back fever.
No, not Tulane. UAB.
UAB. So I think they're gonna have some bounce back fever to them. In South Florida, they have to keep that energy. They have to keep that same energy they had way back when they beat Florida. They have to have that same energy that they are the better team, and they have to come with that energy going to Memphis. That they are the better team, and we'll see if they can have that energy against a squad that's going to be motivated. And no matter who is going to be opposing them, they're going to be motivated to beat that squad down.
I picked Memphis to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I picked them to be my Group of Five champion.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm not jumping off that bandwagon yet.
No, don't worry. Heck, I picked Boise State. Look how wonderful they're doing.
That makes up for my Colorado pick.
Well,
From Memphis, Tennessee to
looks like that whole school went to take foot surgery, not just Prime. I'm sorry. Let me say that out loud.
Lincoln, Nebraska, where the now unranked Cornhuskers of Nebraska hosting surprisingly a good team thus far in Northwestern Wildcats. 12 p.m. Fox 1.
Well, Nebraska cannot take Northwestern for granted, and if they do, they'll take another L. I almost get the feeling that the winner of this game will be probably back in the top 25 for some reason, or in Northwestern's case, in the top 25. Both now are in mode, in spoiler mode. It's quite possible. It's quite possible if both of them run the table, they actually might play spoiler and be in the Big Ten championship. But you have two programs that are just running hot right now in Ohio State and Indiana. I don't see that happening, but that's the only shot that either one of these teams have.
Northwestern currently sitting fourth in the Big Ten standings,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't see neither one of Ohio State or Indiana, nor do they not see Oregon either.
So they have the probably one of the best paths that you could have.
They have USC, Michigan, Minnesota, and Illinois.
Mm-hmm. Illinois is probably the tough. Well, of course they have to play Illinois. That's supposed to be their number one rival. But that's what Northwestern has to bank on. If they can run the table, they probably will be in Indianapolis.
Now, you hear that, Snowman?
Yeah. If they run the table, they could probably find themselves in Indianapolis, but they're going to get boat raced against Ohio State.
But Nebraska has a more easier path.
Okay, other than their last game, which is Iowa, what's their path?
USC, UCLA, Penn State.
Oh, I'm sorry, Northwestern. but Matt Rule could it up.
You bet not F this one up, darn it.
That's what I'm banking on. I hope he doesn't.
We're picking Nebraska.
Yeah. Here we go in Nebraska with this one.
From Lincoln, Nebraska to Salt Lake City. Sorry.
Unless Salt Lake City moved, unless Seattle moved to Salt Lake City.
That's how they played last week. So
to Seattle. Okay.
off to Seattle, Washington. Big Ten Network, 3:30 p.m. The 23rd ranked final line taking on the Huskies. I ain't even waste no time. After that pritchard ass performance that y'all put, I don't even want to see y'all on my team.
And I think Illinois is going to bounce back pretty well.
All you had to do was compete. If you would have lost, I don't care. You ain't compete. That's my problem. From Seattle, Washington to Iowa City. Interesting game in the Big Ten. Got a lot of Big Ten games in here, yes, you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Hawkeyes are hosting the Golden Gophers of Minnesota, 3:30. That is your CBS game. Minnesota coming off a good win. Very good win at home over Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're going to Iowa City.
I know this is considered one of this is sort of a low-key rivalry game, but I hate to say it, Minnesota has really shown me very little, and now you have Iowa, who's coming off of an upset of Penn State.
Is that even an upset anymore?
No.
So you have Oregon, Northwestern, USC, Iowa, Michigan, Minnesota, and UCLA, all 3-1 in conference play.
That's awesome. That type of competitiveness that exists, and Oregon's in the mix. That makes it even funnier.
Well, they played Indiana and didn't show up at home. Damn, Lenny.
Lanning, you did a wonderful job in that game against Indiana. Wonderful job.
They came in your house and punched you. Not too many teams can go to Iowa City and win that game. So yeah,
Agreed. And I don't see the Gophers doing it either.
but make sure you wave at the kids though.
Yeah, wave at them, please. And they proceed to get your butt whooped.
From Iowa City to where college game day will be at in the home of Coach Johnson.
They're coming to Nashville. Well,
3:30 p.m. ESPN, the 15th ranked Missouri Tigers trying to bounce back from that loss to Alabama in Missouri. They are traveling to Nashville to take on the 10th ranked Commodores. I said the 10th ranked Commodores.
Sail on, honey. Good time, never felt so good. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm bad. I was thinking about the Groove the Commodores. I'm sorry. Oh, she's a brick house. Oh, I'm sorry. It's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. And that's how Vanderbilt's feeling. Easy like Sunday morning, although they're playing this Saturday afternoon. And I'm thinking game day is there because not because these two teams are ranked, because they could have been there. They could have been here last Saturday.
They could have been somewhere else this Saturday too.
Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking they're there because Vanderbilt is favored in this game. So congratulations to them, because I heard that this is the best record they have had, I want to say, since the 50s. And I'm not clowning them. I think that's what was said. Oh, and I'm proud of you, Vanderbilt alumni and students. You didn't act the dummy. You didn't rush the field. You gave LSU and that fake Southern Baptist preacher the right way to you conduct yourself, and you sent them all proper with an
Somebody,
L on an open field.
matter of fact, somebody said that's the most disrespectful thing Vanderbilt did all game last week. They did
I
not rush the field.
I love it. I loved it. I was like, yes, don't rush the field for that fool. Don't rush the field. Let them feel that pain. Let them
They
feel that
didn't even
L.
rush the field. That's disrespectful.
That's right. Let them feel that L. Let them feel that L. Where he can actually say to his team, "Wow, we actually do suck because we had to dodge the student body off the field."
For the first time, probably in his life, this man picked Vanderbilt to win a game.
What makes you think I hate Vanderbilt? I don't hate Vanderbilt.
The way you've been acting these past weeks, you make people think differently.
No, I don't hate Vanderbilt. It's just they're a school made of doctors, lawyers, and engineers. And they normally have this type of season once every 20 years. I mean, the last time I remember having a season like this, I think it was Jay Cutler was at QB. And then the time before that, it was Drew Brees was a Purdue quarterback. But yeah, Jay Cutler was the last time I remember having this type of season. And Jay Cutler's like what 20 plus years removed from being in Vanderbilt. So yeah.
He's picking Vanderbilt. I'm picking Vanderbilt. From Nashville, Tennessee, and the home of Cole Johnson to we're going back to Iowa. But we're going to Ames, Iowa.
Going to Ames.
Big 12 matchup on Fox 3:30. The 11-ranked Cougars of BYU, who are continually to make Cole Johnson proud. Mm-hmm. They have a tough, and I do mean tough, road test.
I agree.
They're going against the Cyclones and that
I
building.
Agree. I 100% agree. This is going to be mighty tough. Mighty tough. And BYU has to. They have to treat this as probably the toughest game they will play all year thus far. And if they do, I think they will come out with a dub. But if they take Iowa State lightly, they will be spanked. They'll go back to Provo, and they're going to wonder why they actually decided to become a Big 12 member. Ooh. Because this should be a game that BYU should win, but they should prove with a lot of effort why they should win and why they are the best team in the Big 12.
Big one. Mm-hmm. All right, sir. We're hitting the 4:15 mark. The SEC Network, Starksville, Mississippi, because we both picking BYU.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You ready for some cowbells?
Good Lord. Things are going to be ringing in my ears, and I'm not going to be in Starkville.
The 22nd ranked Longhorns, they take a trip to Starksville to take on the Bulldogs of Mississippi State. This one, this might be one of them games because Texas is lucky to leave Lexington with a win.
Yes, they were.
Mississippi State is pissed off because they should have won in the swamp.
Mm-hmm. They should have.
So how much trouble are your Longhorns in?
A lot. And here's why they are in a lot of trouble. That offense was absolutely putrid in Lexington. And they should have walked out that field with a loss. They were fortunate they walked out the field with a dub. That offense is horrible. They're depending on their defense far too much. And there's going to come a time, and there's going to come a game where that defense will not come through. And the offense is going to wonder, well, what happened? I don't understand it. Why didn't you hold? And no, that game was not in the swamp. Although the defense wasn't all that great.
We jumped in there right at the gate.
That's what I'm saying. Although I wouldn't say the defense was all that great, the offense was more putrid to me than the defense was, because the defense woke up. They actually held the Gators long enough to where the Longhorns could have come back and at least tied the game, and the offense just came up woefully short. They're going to have a game where the defense just can't do jack, like basically like the game that Texas A&M played against Arkansas, where the defense couldn't do jack, but the offense had to come and put forth a bigger number to offset that. This Texas offense does not have that capability, it looks like, and because of that, they're in huge trouble. Now we were talking about the tortillas flying flying in the air in Lubbock.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was going to school, they also used to have cowbells ring at the every snap on if you were the opposing team. It was absolutely annoying. It was annoying. And then when I got a chance to hear that this is how Mississippi State is, it just made it even more annoying.
Somebody TV might be muted for this game. Nevertheless, walking with the Longhorns.
They should beat Mississippi State. And
Y'all
here's why
asses ain't dead in the SEC yet.
they should beat Mississippi State, and this is why they should beat them. I'm not impressed at how Mississippi State allows teams to actually get over on them somehow. It was that way against Arizona State, although they came back and won the game. It was that way against Tennessee. It was that way against Florida. And all Texas has to do is find a way and make one more play than Mississippi State. And I think they can make that one more play.
From Starksville to Death Valley. 7:30 prime time. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The 20th ranked Tigers hosting the third-ranked Aggies of Texas A&M. So I'm going to sit back and enjoy this because, on one hand, Coach Johnson's the most hated team, and on the other hand, one of Coach Johnson's most hated coaches.
Mm-hmm. Now, obviously, I'm rooting for LSU. I'm rooting for a dub. There's no question. I'm rooting for LSU to spank the Aggies and bring them down to reality. I want that. I'm rooting for it. I'm praying for it. Because whenever you got this team of maroon and white having any type of success, the fan base, the alumni, all need to be humbled. Yes, I'm looking at you, Roland Martin. You all need to be humbled. Because now you all have your I'm sorry, sir.
We're calling people out now. Okay.
Yes, we are. You all have your chests all puffed because, for those who don't know, Roland Martin is an alumni of Texas A&M. He graduated from there. You all have your chests all puffed out. You think you're all big, bad, and bold, and you all believe that the world is at your oyster, and your world is your oyster, and you believe now that you're the big dogs of the SEC, now that you're the highest-ranked school in the conference at present. No, you're not. That performance in Fayetteville was horrible. It was horrible. You should have walked away out of Fayetteville with an L. You were lucky to walk out with a W. You were lucky. Lucky. Now, analyst hat on. It is tough to roll on these SEC streets and be successful. It is rough. But I give Texas A&M credit. They have survived thus far. This is their biggest test to date. And provided with Texas on what they do, and Missouri and what they do, this might not be the biggest or stiffest test they have all season. So they have to treat this as how they would treat when they play Missouri and Texas A&M. They have to treat those two games as if they need to win and win badly. So now they have to treat this game as one where they have to have all I's dotted, all T's crossed, prime time, under the lights, and probably one of the, to me, the toughest place to play at night in college football. They have to take that, and they have to win this game. Last year, when they were in College Station, A&M took that game over in the third quarter, and they have to take control of this game at some point in some time. And I think they need to see that. I think they need to see that tape from last year, and they have to try to repeat it because that's how they're going to win this game. But I'm rooting for you, LSU. Whip the Aggies down because I saw that performance in Fayetteville. They can be had, son. Come on, fake Southern Baptist preacher. Do your job. You're at home this time at night. Beat them.
Give me the Aggies.
Give me the Aggies. That's all you got to say?
Give me the Aggies.
Why?
Give me
because they have a three. They have a 3 in front of their logo.
No, because LSU finna fall apart.
But they ain't gonna fall apart yet.
Oh, he already started.
No. They ain't gonna fall apart yet. No, see, you gotta witness this catastrophic fall for all its glory. You see, they gotta prove to us all that they are a playoff caliber team. They're gonna rise up. They're gonna fight back. They're gonna beat Texas A&M, and then they're gonna take the fall, starting with Alabama, and then they'll end that fall when they lose to Oklahoma. But they have to have one glorious last stand, and I think this is the game.
I'm going Texas A&M.
But I don't disagree with you on the downfall part. I don't disagree with you at all.
I'm going Texas A&M.
I don't disagree with you at all.
To the Big 12 and Tempe, Arizona. The 24th ranked again. Sun Devils.
Again.
Hosting Houston Cougars. 8 p.m. ESPN 2. Houston, you have a great offense.
Oh, they have wonderful offense.
You have a great offense.
That defense can stop a cold.
Like, darn it, I think the Sun Devils found their mojo back when they beat Texas.
Yeah. That defense can't stop a cold. And look, and U of H, you should feel yourselves. I mean, the only bad game you played basically was at home against Texas Tech. You all are showing strides. I'll give the Cougs that. You all are showing strides. But you're not big boy. Definitely not Big 12 big boy ready yet. Arizona State is. And in Tempe, yeah, you don't stand a chance. Sorry, Cougs.
This brings us to our spotlight game of the week. And we're going, don't throw it, Cole. We're going to Norman, Oklahoma. Where the 13th ranked Sooners host the 8th ranked Rebels. Oklahoma has turned the table after the loss to Texas 2 weeks ago. They came back with a vengeance last week. Ole Miss coming off the heartbreaking loss to the Bulldogs between the hedges. 12 p.m. ABC. We get this one right out the gate, Cole Johnson. Right out the gate.
I don't know if Oklahoma came back with a vengeance. I mean, they did come back and did a dub. That defense, I'll give the defense credit. You all stood up well against the Gamecocks. You did a great job. Ole Miss. Yeah, this is a tough stretch for you guys. I mean, you had to go between the hedges. Now you had to go to Norman. And I still think OU is still seething off of the L they took in Dallas. And I think they want to prove that they can beat a top 10 ranked school. And although Texas wasn't ranked at all when they took the L, one, that is their biggest rival. Two, that is the biggest game of the year they play. And three, that was supposed to be a statement game for them that they've arrived in the SEC and this is our time. And we're taking no shorts, we're taking no names, and we're taking no prisoners. And they failed. They failed in that mission 2 weeks ago. Now they have a chance to succeed in this mission. And for them, it's do or die in the SEC. They need to have this win. So they have a remote shot at being in the SEC championship game. The same goes for Ole Miss. They had a setback. They played their worst quarter of the year last Saturday. Now the issue is, will that one quarter that they did not play well permeate and spiral into bad performances later on down the line, starting with an opponent that's almost as tough as Georgia this week?
My only issue, before I get to that, we went to the people. And geez, y'all voted.
Give the people what they want.
Geez, they voted their butts off on this one. I did not see that coming.
Ole Miss, Oklahoma, huh?
And this was the results.
So Norman showed up, showed out. Okay.
That was a jeez.
Norman showed up and showed out. You were wondering off screen. You was wondering why you got the attention you got. Yeah, you with them Sooner fans. And Sooner fans saw that, it's like, how dare you? Yeah, we got a ref for our school.
Actually, I think they'll enjoy it because it says Spotlight Game of the Week, so I'm putting the spotlight on them.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, y'all came out and vote like crazy. I'm thankful for it. Very thankful for it. Jeez, I did not see this coming. And yet, I'm going with the fans.
Yeah, I'm going to fans too.
I have one slight concern about
what is your one slight concern?
A job has opened in Gainesville. Is somebody peeking towards that job?
Really? Why would Lane Kiffin want to? Why would Lane Kiffin want to? He has a great situation now. Why would he want to ruin that? And I'm sorry the way I'm going to say it, Playmaker. It's not done as an insult to you or your program, but why would he want to leave a wonderful place where he is now to go to a crap pile?
You have not been reading tea leaves, have you?
Look, I know Lane Kiffin has a problem with staying in one place like
That's not what I'm saying.
Like Larry Brown did.
I said you have not been reading the tea leaves, have you?
Okay, fine. What are the tea leaves saying, Playmaker?
One, that's the first name that comes up from everybody.
Not just Florida. You're right. Every school.
No. When Florida fired Billy Napier, every single expert has put out Lane Kiffin. Number two, and I didn't know this until I did my research. Guess who Lane Kiffin modeled his coaching style after?
Steve Spurrier.
Where did Steve Spurrier coach at?
Well, he's probably coaching some Pop Warner league now. But yes, he is most famously known for being the quarterback at Florida and the head coach at Florida. He also was the head coach at South Carolina too and Duke. But Florida.
I'm just saying, I don't know. Remember, he's been quiet the whole entire season.
Well, fine. Well, then fine.
I'm just saying, is he looking? I want to see how he coaches going forward.
Well, fine. He's available. So is Urban Meyer.
They ain't happening again.
I know that's not happening. And neither is Lane Kiffin going to Florida right now.
I ain't saying he's going to Florida. I just want to see if he's going to still coach the way he's been coaching this year.
Well, he might coach like he did last week. He did a decent job coaching. Team still came up with an L.
I'm just saying, is he still going to coach the same way, or there's going to be some? Are we going to come back next week and you're going to be around here questioning what Lane Kiffin has been doing? And I'm going to sit here like, is he looking at a certain job right about now? Because Ben everyone that got fired, I would have picked Ole Miss. So I'd have been picking Ole Miss because They want to get back. They want to bounce back, and I don't know if Oklahoma has a running game.
Oklahoma has an okay running game, but unfortunately to me, it is too predicated on Mateer doing well. That's the only major issue I have with their running game. He has to be going off, and if he's going off, they're fine. But if he's not, then the offense sputters a bit.
So that's my only concern.
My only concern is will they actually have talking about Oklahoma? If Oklahoma will have PTSD and think, well, we wet the bed against one team that could stop us and one team that's considered an SEC contender, will we wet the bed again against another? And that's not really concerned with their defense. Their defense comes to play, and they came to play in Dallas, but the offense let them down considerably.
So there go our picks. That's only one game difference.
Yeah,
I'm feeling the Aggies.
I never feel the Aggies.
I'm feeling the Aggies.
The Aggies.
Even though you know how I feel about LSU in primetime.
Mm-hmm. The Aggies.
And you want that LSU team in primetime to show up.
Yes. If I will say this, if that game took place at 3:30 or noon, I probably would lean toward A&M a little bit. But it's 7:30 prime time.
Primetime ABC.
That's an L waiting to happen.